They're offering him to come in the ring. You want to fight for it? They're telling him, come on. Putski wants to wrestle Atlas.
Wait a minute. He's going to knock off the Boston Bad Boy's head. He's pointing. Wait a minute, what's this?
Oh,
Putski's going in the ring. Oh, he was
they suckered him into the ring.
Blindsided, double teaming. He's being double teamed.
And he's being double teamed.
Double teamed by the Boston Bad Boy and Tony.
Oh, look at it.
Wait a minute.
Tony Atlas, this week, we're ready. I'm ready 100%. I hope you're ready because, my man, this is going to be down. We're going to get down this week. It's you and I. The time is ticking down. So get ready, Tony. I'm ready for you. I'm ready 100%. Polish Power is going to come down on you hard, and you're going to find out what that hammer is, what that Polish Power is. And so it's you and I and nobody else. We're going to show the people where the power lays. So get ready.
Hello once again, everybody. I'm Rick Sheffield. Welcome to International World Class Championship Wrestling. We have got a fantastic show for you today. Let's get to the action right now.
Curly Mo, let me introduce myself to you, boy. Boss Hall Calhoun. I'm here on my farm getting ready to destroy you, boy. Destroy you in the pig pen. I'm coming to International World Class Championship Wrestling, and I'm going to tell the commissioners one thing. Call a butcher, boy, because the best of pig farmers on his way. And I'm getting ready to butcher you into pig hogs, ham hocks, pork chops, pig's feet, and whatever else we can figure to do with your big fat butt.
Hi, this is Coily. And look what I got. I gotta wrestle this guy named, I don't know, Boss Hog or something. And I found this little guy, little tiny guy, got a chubby face. And just like the Hog guy, except this guy's cute. And I don't like that Hog guy, because he's big and hairy, and his hair's kind of dirty looking. Coily's hair ain't dirty. Coily's hair's clean. But I got something to tell you, Hog. There's going to be a lot of suing going on. But I ain't going to be howling to the moon like the piggies in the mud. It's going to be you. Because you're a wise guy. And Coily always takes care of the wise guy. Ain't that right? He's cute. Hogman ain't. I see you in the ring. Piggy.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to another exciting week of International World Class Championship Wrestling. And Mario, look, outside the ring, 555 3/8 pounds of Curly Mo.
It's always a pleasure to watch one of Curly Mo's matches. You know, one thing that I want to say is that with Curly Mo, it's just a pleasure to be associated with him. The kids, everybody, they just go crazy over anything Curly Mo does. But one thing that Curly Mo has done for International World Class Championship Wrestling has given us Curly's Classic Corner. And we've had the pleasure, both you and I, Tim, of doing some commentating of older matches. And I really hope Curly gives us the opportunity to do that again. I really enjoyed it.
I, too, enjoyed myself doing Curly's Classics. And Big Boss Calhoun taking over on the big guy. And Curly Mo right now, International World Class Championship Wrestling. And Mario, I'd like to tell you that later on in the program, our main event, it is a barn burner. We have the ICW champ, Tony Atlas, taking on the Polish Power, Ivan Putski.
Let me tell you, a Madison Square Garden ticket, you can't see a match like that anyplace else except on International World Class Championship Wrestling. So you get yourself strapped down because that's going to be a barn burner.
It certainly is. Right now, Curly Mo, a little poke to the eyes on Curly Mo. The old Three Stooges looking. He's winding his arm up. And a big right hand.
He smacked him right across the face.
Big right hand on old Big Boss Hog Calhoun. Back into the corner right now, and a rake of the face on Curly Moe.
Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot of hamburgers in this ring right now. You have two guys here. Curly Moe, 500, and what is that?
555 and 3/8 pounds.
Yeah, don't forget that 3/8.
That's
He gets
the one that kills
Look at
him.
Curly moves, and the Boss Hog went into the corner. Curly's pointing to his head, saying, "Look at me, I'm smart."
He knows. And look at this.
Oh!
I like to call that the Curly Shuffle, right to the old ring corner.
You can call that whatever you want, because once you're hit with it, you'll never know what it is. There's a little boot. Curly seems to be having fun here right now with, what is that,
Big
Calhoun?
Boss Hog Calhoun.
You know, at first I thought he might have been a relation to, remember the great, the famous Calhoun?
Oh, yes.
I really thought he might have been a relation, but after speaking to him, there's no relationship whatsoever.
Right now, Curly Moe on the top, draped over the top rope, trying to think what he's going to do to get out of this little predicament right now.
I remember many years back when I was a young little fella and my dad was wrestling, we would go to the arenas, and there was a fellow by the name of Farmer Jones, and he would come into town and he would have his truck all done up like an Arkansas outhouse. And then there was Haystacks Calhoun would come in with his little pig. It was just unbelievable.
And Big Boss Calhoun is one of the few, I should say, that dresses up like a farmer, yells "Suey" when he goes into the ring. And what an opponent this week, 555 and 3/8 pounds, a Curly Moe. Working on the lower back, Curly Moe right now, referee in there, counting on Big Boss Calhoun to get Curly off the ropes.
Let me tell you the difference between Curly and Calhoun. Curly can wrestle. I haven't seen Calhoun do much wrestling. I've seen him do kicking, punching, shoving. Here he's grabbed a headlock. That's probably about one of the first holds I have seen Calhoun do. Curly can wrestle. We've seen Curly go how high up in the air and give you that backdrop, the back of the leg. Curly can move.
That is awesome for a man of his size, 555 and 3/8 pounds, to get that high in the air.
You know, we recently were in the Bahamas, and Curly walked down Main Street, and he had kids following him like the Pied Piper. It was unbelievable. It took him so... Oh, look at this.
We got a 1, 2, and
It's
3.
history.
It's all
Curly
over
Moe,
after that big
very
elbow drop.
victorious. And look at him. He's relaxing.
And there he is, Curly Moe, the new host of Curly's Classic Corner.
Isn't that great?
A new show on International
Look at the
World Class
kids.
Championship
Kids really
Wrestling.
get excited.
Rolling outside the ring right now. The fans around ringside love him. And there it is, his
Here's the
theme,
music.
The Three Stooges theme.
I just want to leave you with one thought. This was a heavyweight match like no other.
Wrestling fans will be right back after this.
Hi, this is Coily telling you. You want to see me in your hometown. Pay attention. Don't turn off the TV. Don't change the dial. Because it's coming up. Right now. Watch this. Sit back down. Watch it.
Magazine. Once again, this is senior editor Bill Apter for Pro Wrestling Illustrated press conference. And today, part 2 of a series that we're doing down here at the British Colonial Hotel in the Bahamas with former world heavyweight champion Dory Funk Jr. Welcome back.
Well, thank you, Bill. It's good to be back, and I'm sure you've got some more surprises for me.
I've got some more surprises. Early in your career, some of the great matches that you had, one of them in particular I saw in Los Angeles at the Olympic Auditorium was Dory Funk against the great Mexican star Mil Mascaras.
Yes, and I'm surprised to hear that you were there that night. But pictures bring back memories immediately. This is Mil Mascaras. He was a great wrestler from Mexico. He was like one of the best wrestlers to come out of Mexico, and maybe the only one that really made it big in the United States and other countries around the world. And he was a great scientific wrestler. I wrestled him twice. I wrestled him once in Los Angeles. This is the Olympic Auditorium where you saw the match. I also wrestled this fellow over in Japan quite some time ago.
Right. Now, not only Mil Mascaras, but there were a lot of other wrestlers early in your NWA title victory. Let's talk about your NWA title victory over Gene Kiniski for the belt, okay? What did that feel like? Let's go back in your mind right now to that night. You're sitting in the dressing room. Here's young Dory Funk against the veteran Gene Kiniski. What are you thinking about?
Well, I'll tell you what happened just as, before the match.
Right before the match.
My gosh, before the match, I was a nervous wreck.
Were you really?
Because as I told you, the family had put everything into this match, and I was prepared for it, and I was ready for it. There was a lot going on this particular match. I won the World's Championship in 29 minutes. After the match was over, my father came up to me and he said, and he didn't throw many compliments, but he said, "Kid," he said, I think you did a hell of a job." And he said, "Even if nothing else takes place from here on, as a family, we've come a long way." Well, that was quite some time ago, and as it was in my career, that was only the beginning, because things just kept getting better and better. And I spent 4.5 years as world's champion and really had a wonderful time.
All right, now 4.5 years, you had some great matches, and I've mentioned in Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine several times, some of the greatest title matches I ever saw was this man against Jack Briscoe. What was wrestling against Jack Briscoe like? I mean, to me, it was such a classic wrestling match. I almost felt like I wanted to jump in there and wrestle with you guys.
Well, wrestling Jack Briscoe was, and maybe people find this hard to understand, it was a real pleasure because I knew it was going to be a really hard-fought competitive contest when I stepped in the ring against Jack. Jack had a lot of things going for him. He was very young. He was NCAA two-time heavyweight college wrestling champion. And they say that the NCAA wrestlers, the kids that come out of the college, make the best wrestlers. And in Jack's case, that was certainly true. Jack had a lot of other things about him. He also had a football background, which I did. It gave us, in a lot of ways, similar styles.
Okay.
The other thing about wrestling Jack, most of the time when I wrestled Jack Briscoe, it was in the Florida area. And I'm not
That's his home turf.
That's his home turf. I'm not a rough-em-up style wrestler. You know, I like to wrestle. I like to go for holds. I like to see who can win a wrestling match. But when I wrestled Jack, it was usually on his home turf in the state of Florida. And those fans down in Florida were avid Jack Briscoe
fans,
wrestling fans.
Yeah.
And they really backed him up, and it made it pretty rough. And I had some of the most difficult matches of my career. Also, I wrestled Jack many times for a 1-hour time limit, and on several occasions wrestled Jack for the 90-minute time limit, which is unheard of now.
An unfortunate car wreck and an unfortunate wall by the name of Harley Race were the next in the chapter of Dory Funk, and we'll have that on our next segment of Pro Wrestling Illustrated Press Conference.
Don't you go away. We'll be right back with more International World Class Championship Wrestling.
This is Quayle again. Are you ready? Because I am. We're going to take a little trip back to yesterday to watch some classical matches from before. Okay, so come on. Let's go. Come on. All right, come on.
Whoa! Whoa!
What's wrong with you? Can you see? What's wrong with you?
There's no sense.
Well, I think he's trying to teach him. He shouldn't lose control here, Tony. He's a veteran. He shouldn't control him. All right, there you go. Yeah, you gotta calm down, Ivan. Yeah, I know it's your son in there, but.
Buddy, I want you out. Let's go.
There's a lot here at stake, you know. Ivan, you got quiet. You got quiet,
I
Ivan.
kind of feel bad, you know, that Scott, you know, he's learning. See, that's the only thing I can say.
Well, I don't think anything here is done intentionally, and I don't think Tony took it that way. I mean, he shook his hand.
Yeah, I know. Tony's trying to help you.
But, you know, sometimes, like you say, you got to speak up to get the criticism across because that's what you learn, you know. They say you learn by your mistakes, and that's what life's all about. You know? And I'm sure...
Hey, you come over here, boy. Just come over here.
Boy, Ivan, I tell you, if you're going to invite him over, I'm going to go take a seat in the stands.
I'll tell you what, I'll keep you up.
Well, I'm not worried about him. I'm just worried about what you'll do to him.
Why not? Look out.
Ooh. Howard's take. I tell you, here comes Scott. Here's the tag. Oh, Atlas is cleaning house right here. Atlas is cleaning house. And then goes Scott. We got a four-way going in this ring. And there's pandemonium here. I mean, everybody is just going back and forth. And Atlas goes flying out.
And here goes Ivan Putski out of our chair, Mario.
Putski's all excited.
show. What's going on? Ivan Putski.
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. Ivan, I think we've lost total control here. Tony's got the sleeper, Ivan. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. What's the effort to win?
Tony, what happened out there? Tony.
None of your business what's happening. What you coming up there asking me question for anyway? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with all y'all pissing that geeks out there? Pushkin, from now on, if you shut up, I'm talking. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Pushkin, from now on, you stay a boy to do a mad job. And Pushkin, if you want to pound me for what I did, I will whoop you to the lynch of your life, and I whoop that little snot-nosed, nasty, good-for-nothing, little old boy of yours. I said shut up. I mean shut up. And don't go for that Vic Steamboat, Joseph Voter, Alvin Pushkin. I don't care who it is. From now on, I'm my own man. You little geek, get out of my face.
Yes, sir. If you want to see the Polish power, the Polish army marching into your town, you just watch this on the tube, and we're going to tell you how it's done.
I was just in a dressing room. They lured GQ Madison into a little room. Here comes TD.
Here's
and they
TD.
beat him with a golf club. He's hurt bad. He's in the back. I'm going to go back there. The doctors will look. I'll be right back.
Irish whip. TD working over both the billion-dollar babies. Stratus into the turnbuckle. Goes to his own partner, Samson. Wait a minute. Look at this. TD working over Stratus right now in the corner on the second turnbuckle. Big right hand to the side of the face. The referee trying to get in there. Counting TD. There is vengeance in TD. He wants to get revenge on what happened to his brother, GQ Madison. Irish whip into the corner. Big splash. Almost over the top of the rope. And down goes Stratus. Over for the pin goes TD. He's counting. Wait, where's the referee? Referee speaks. Wait a minute. What is this? What is
I
this?
was just in the back. There's no... GQ Madison is seriously hurt. The doctors are looking at him. Definitely needs stitches. Look at this. Double teaming. Casey said he had a plan. He has a plan.
Wait, he's setting him up. Looks like a... No, what? Look at the referee. Wait, oh, down on the throat, on the chest. Look at that.
I'll tell you, look at this.
For the cover.
Double teaming.
Wait a minute. The referee goes over. 1, 2, 3.
I'll tell you, they did not win this title. They stole the title.
I don't believe it. It was a handicap match. GQ Madison wasn't
This
even
is unbelievable. This is no... I'll tell you, what they did to GQ Madison in the back and what they just did to TD is somebody has to look into
I don't
this.
believe it. We have new tag team champions, the billion-dollar babies. It wasn't even a fair match. GQ Madison
Casey
wasn't around
said he had a
ringside.
plan. Look at this. Boatman, take TD. I mean, that's just cheap shots right here. Casey's got the referee. Referee is totally out of it. Watch this. Double teaming off the top rope. Watch. Stratus comes down on him. Here he goes for the cover, and he jumps out. Referee goes for the count. Referee couldn't see it. Casey said he had a plan. He had a plan. Let me tell you something. GQ is hurt bad.
In the ring right now, we have the new tag team champion.
This is Kevin the Truth Casey with the tag team champions of the world, the billion-dollar babies. We're going to keep the belts forever. It doesn't matter who's next. Who's next? We don't care. Watch. We'll see who's number one in the IWCCW. It's the Truth and the billion-dollar babies.
Yo, 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 yo. It's B to BBB. Tony Rumble, host of the #1 talk show
in all of professional wrestling. Not my usual jolly self, as you can see. I've got a message to one individual. He be Ivan Putski, Polish Hammer, legendary wrestler extraordinaire. Putski, Badasky, whatever they want to call you, you've been aging or something. Maybe your mind ain't right. This ain't the old days. The Polish Army ain't the baddest street gang in the world no more. The Brotherhood be, and led by my enforcer, Mr. Tony Atlas. Now, you want to jump in my business, Mr. Putski, you're making a mistake. Because if you think by running your mouth, running into the ring, getting in our business, making us move a little faster than maybe we want to be moving, you think you're going to get something out of that? Well, Jack, the only thing you're going to be getting out of that is a retirement party. Hand-delivered by the Brotherhood. You see, Putski, we know who you are. We know your kid's a great wrestler on his way up to the top. And you've been on the top before. And you think you can go up again. But the mountain called Atlas ain't the kind of mountain that you can just climb up and not worry about what's up top. Because see, when you get to the top of that mountain called Atlas, you don't have a lion, you don't have a tiger, you don't have some big old grizzly bear. What you've got is 285 pounds of badness with 24-inch arms. This brother bench pressed 667 pounds 2 days ago. He squat close to 850 pounds, gets it on his back from his knees and comes on up with it. He has held over 200 bodybuilding competitions. Forget the strongman aspect. You're talking about chiseled steel. If you think grabbing that gold from his waist and from my control is going to be easy, well, Jack, just remember, we be the baddest of the bad. No matter where you look, from the WWF, the NWA, we be in international world-class championship wrestling, the baddest of the bad, all over the world. You want the belt, you're gonna get the belt, but you might get it shoved right down your throat. And remember, Ivan Putski, we ain't having fun, Daddy, till they got us call 911 and be bad. This is the BBB, Tony Rumble, alongside Mr. Atlas, telling you don't touch that dial. International World Class Championship Wrestling. Be right back. Jack.
Stay tuned for more International World Class Championship Wrestling action.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. International World Class Championship Wrestling. I'm Tim Celeste. And alongside me, I have Mario Savoli. And Mario, what a matchup this week for the ICW title. Tony Atlas, the champion, against challenger, the Polish power, Ivan Putski.
Well, let me tell you something. You know, we seen earlier in this program, we did Curly's Classic Corner, and it had showed the match, which really is what this is all about. You know, that goes back a few years. There's been no love here between Ivan, Scott, and Tony Atlas. As you've seen, Tim, what happened here in Curly's Corner, Classic Corner, once the manager hit Tony Atlas went down. And if you recall, at the time, Ivan was doing a commentary with me. And when Atlas awoke, the only person he's seen was Ivan in the corner, who really come in to help him. I mean, in Ivan's behalf, Ivan come in to help him. And he had the club, and Tony Atlas cleaned house at that point. This is a feud that is not going to end. And maybe here today, only one man will be physical enough to leave the ring.
There he is, the man, Mario, Tony Atlas, and his manager, the Boston Bad Boy, Tony Rumble, the ICW champion. What a barn burner of a match it's going to be. Two powerhouses in the ring right now. Going to go toe-to-toe, and it's all on the line. The gold that's around Tony Atlas's waist, the ICW title, and what a boost in Ivan Putski's career if he were to win the title from Tony Atlas.
Well, you know, I was told that there's a special rule going on in this match here today, and Scott Putski is in the arena, and Scott Putski is not allowed to be in the corner of his father, which he had wanted to be. And the Maine Athletic Commission has told Scott Putski if he goes out there, his dad would be disqualified and he would lose the match. Now, see, this is unfair. You have the man, Tony Atlas, with, I'm not going to use the word, the Boston Bad Boy, I'll give him credit there, in one corner. And here you had Ivan, who wanted to take his son out, but was told by the Athletic Commission he is not sanctioned as a manager. And by not being a registered manager, he is not allowed to be in a corner. I think that rule has to be changed. I think that's unfair. I think if one side could have two, why can't the other?
Either the manager goes when the bout starts, or the manager stays and there's a corner man for Ivan Putski, or whoever the opponent is that evening.
Well,
right now,
I'll tell you, Ivan's very fortunate to have a referee like Scott Dickinson officiating this match, because in reality, when you have 2 against 1, or any time there's more than 2 people in the ring, the referee really is at a disadvantage. And let me tell you, the Boston Bad Boy, the coward, will do everything he can to participate in this match to distract not only Ivan Putski, but he will go beyond that. He will distract the referee when Tony Atlas has the advantage. Only when he has the advantage.
Getting a few last words from his manager, the Boston Bad Boy, is Tony Atlas. Now, before the match started, did you see Tony Atlas went over and kind of psyched himself out, hit his head against the turnbuckle before the match started to get himself psyched up. You can't take Ivan Putski lightly. He is a strong man, former champion.
Hey, this man held the WWF Tag Team titles with a fellow by the name of, and everyone's favorite, former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of the world. 2-time Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. I think he's the only one ever to do that, and that's Tito Santana.
Look at that. Power in the ring right now, Tony Atlas and Ivan Putski. Fans around ringside.
Holding up some pictures of Ivan. I mean, they're really in this for him.
Look at this, Mario. Full Nelson right now on Ivan Putski by Tony Atlas, and I don't care who it is, Ivan Putski or Tony Atlas in the full Nelson. It's got to hurt. It's got to put that pressure on the back of your neck, on the shoulders. These two are powerhouses. The only way to get out of a full Nelson like this is to power your way out, just like Ivan Putski is doing right now. Pure power, pure strength.
Polish power is right there. You've seen Polish power personified. I mean, look at the pythons on the arms, for the arms of Tony Atlas. And Ivan Putski reached way down. And I'll tell you, that to me was Polish power.
Look at Atlas saying, come on, I'm strong, I can hold him in my full Nelson. Referee telling the two to get back in the center of the ring and get this match going again. It's all on the line for the ICW title. Ivan Putski, the challenger against champion Tony Atlas. Armringer right now on Tony Atlas by the Polish power, Ivan Putski. And listen to that scream. Listen to that scream of Tony Atlas. Putski is really wrenching the arm.
Look at the facial expression on Ivan Putski. He's given it everything he's got. And look at Atlas, very smartly went over to, look at how Putski just jerked him right back into the ring. I mean, he just flipped him right over. You know, you have to understand something here. If you recall the program last week, Tony Atlas was on here saying, if you want a match with me, Ivan, I'll give you the match sometime, someplace. Don't have to be right now. Do you recall that, Ted?
Yes, I do.
This man did not really want this match. I hope for his health and welfare that the Boston Bad Boy made a right move by putting this match together this quickly.
And speaking of the Boston Bad Boy, look at him in the background saying, come on, Atlas, come on. Get out of that. Get on your feet. You can't, if you're a champion, you can't be counting the arena lights. You have to be on your feet. You can't be on your back, because a pinning predicament could take place at any time with the way that Atlas's shoulders are down on the mat.
Well, you know, one thing you have to understand here, too. When you are as well-liked as Tony Atlas in a crowd with a guy
Wrestling fans, Mario, excuse me, we have to take a break. We'll be right back for this championship matchup. He's back. This championship matchup. Before the break, Mario, you had to make a comment
Well, I tell you, what I was trying to get to was that we were talking about Tony Atlas and his popularity with the fans, and of course he is definitely not the favorite here. And then you do have the favorite like Ivan Putski. You see the referees really having a hard time holding Ivan back, and that's where the manager really comes involved as far as Tony Atlas. While everybody is yelling at him and hoping he gets beat and everything else, his manager is yelling out very encouraging things to him. So Atlas is really at an advantage because he's not listening to the crowds and different people. He's really got his ears trained just for one guy, and that's his manager.
I'd have to make a good point to you, Mario, that when we came back from the break, Tony Atlas was outside the ring. His arm was a little numb, and Tony Rumble was trying to get the blood flowing back into the arm.
Well, there's the rake of the face by Atlas. Now, you see, that was a very... Oh, look at that. Look at that Polish power. Look at this. We have a standoff. Oh.
And he reversed it, Mario, and into the turnbuckle goes the head of Tony Atlas. And once
again, let me tell you
goes
something here with Tony Atlas. Tony Atlas here is acting here right now. Let me tell you, because with his head the way it is, that is not really hurting Tony Atlas. Ivan Putski, beware.
Tony Atlas right now. He get a little game plan from the Boston bad boy, Tony Rumble. Mario, look at this. I've said it to you in weeks past. When you're in a headlock by Ivan Putski, it is just like a vice.
It is a vice.
Look at this. Getting ready for... He's got the fist clinched up. Look at this. Wait a minute. Referee trying to get around. But Ivan Putski, he knows that the title's on the line. He keeps moving out of the position of the referee and gives him a good right hand to the forehead of Tony Atlas, the ICW champ. Ivan goes for the pin. We got a count of one. We got a count of two. But wait, what was that? Was that the Boston Bad Boy?
Boston
Did he distract
Bad Boy
the referee?
interference.
1, 2. Once again, was that the Boston Bad Boy interfering on the referee's part? That's why no manager should be allowed around ringside when a title is on the line. Look at this Polish power, and down goes Tony Atlas. Look at the referee saying, come on, open hand, open hand. Ivan saying, yeah, I used the open hand. It was an open hand all the way through. Down in the canvas right now. Tony Atlas a little worse for wear.
One reason Ivan Putski has always been very popular with the fans is Ivan has always fought fire with fire. He has never, ever backed off. He has never said, I am a 100% clean wrestler. What he said is, I'm a Polish power, and I'll go in there, and I'll put the fist with you. I'll do anything you want. But I want to battle. He battles.
I feel that the Boston Bad Boy right now is making a mistake, distracting the referee. Tony Atlas is near the ropes, and he's distracting the referee to go away from the match, to get away from the match.
Now, you see, there again, that was the bad boy yelling to him, go for the rope, go for the rope, go for the rope. Now, that's the advantage to Tony Atlas.
Right now, Tony Atlas getting his game plan back together with the Boston Bad Boy, Tony Rumble. Shoulder block in the midsection. Once again, a shoulder block into the midsection. 3 times, 4 times, and up on the top rope goes Tony Atlas, the ICW champ. It's all on the line tonight. A big right hand to the midsection of Tony Atlas, and he is down. He is winded. Look at that, the Boston Bad Boy yelling, screaming to the referee. Get him out of the corner. Get him out of the corner.
The Boston Bad Boy knows the next thing that has to be coming up is the Polish Hammer, and he is making sure that he can stop the momentum of Ivan. Ivan will not use that punch until he knows that it is totally devastating and it's over. I have never seen anyone get up from the Polish Hammer.
Look at that, the Boston Bad Boy climbs right up in the ring apron. If I was the referee...
This is what I was telling you earlier. See how he's distracting not only the ref, but Ivan? Look at this.
He blindsides him.
That's right. It cost right there Atlas to get back on his feet, to get enough momentum to come do a sneak attack against Ivan and put Ivan down on the mat.
The game plan worked with the Boston Bad Boy and Tony Atlas, but look, he's on rubber legs right now, trying to get his equilibrium back, trying to get his balance back, and he brings Ivan Putski back up to his feet. Wait a minute. Big headbutt by Tony Atlas, and down goes Ivan Putski to the mat. I think that headbutt affected Tony Atlas just a little bit.
Well, Tony's still weary from before. Remember, I had thought he was pounding his head in that turnbuckle. As I looked at it closely, he hit him with his front face, and his nose. And you ever get hit in the nose, you know how your head feels.
Yeah, you get a little lightheaded. Look at the Boston Bad Boy encouraging Tony Atlas. Come on, you've got him now. Big elbow drop on Ivan Putski's chest. Atlas not going for the pin. He really has to wear down. Ivan Putski goes for the pin now. We got a count of 1. We got a count of 2. But look at that. He threw Tony Atlas off, the ICW champ. Putski knows it's all on the line. He knows the title is on the line. You don't want to get pinned. You don't want to get pinned. Double forearm chop to the back. And look at this. Wrenching the neck, wrenching the chin. Could be a submission hold. Wait a minute. This looks like he's got him up in a clutch.
Clutch type of a move. And let me tell you, this could be it. This is a very, very devastating hole.
Look at Ivan Putski. No, he's saying no to the referee. No, I don't want
he
to
raked his face. Stupid move by Atlas. He had total control right there. Instead, he went to just give pain instead of going for the win. I really thought he could have had a submission right there.
Listen to the Boston Bad Boy saying, "You are the man, Tony Atlas. You are the man." Look at this. Down into the canvas goes Ivan
impact
Putski.
of that was unbelievable.
Down goes Ivan Putski once again. Look at this. The Boston Bad Boy around ringside saying, "Come on, get on him, get on him. Get back to him. Work on that back. Work on the back." Ivan Putski has got to get back on the offense. He knows the title is on the line. The championship. Wait a minute. Into a bear hug. And this is excruciating pain. He worked on that back a few minutes earlier in the match. Had him in a camel clutch. This is a good wear down move. It'll take the wind out of you. It'll crush the chest.
It'll make you submit. This is a tough hole here right now. Let me tell you, I've seen many, many people submit on this hole, especially with the strength of Tony Atlas.
Referee getting right in there asking Ivan Putski if he wants to submit. I don't think Putski wants to submit. I know Putski doesn't want to submit.
There's not a wrestler who wants to submit. When you submit, it comes to the point where you just can no longer take the pain.
Well, Putski, good. He's getting inside the arms. He's pummeling through the arms. What he has to do, this has to be a strength move right now. He has to push the arms of Tony Atlas away. He's getting in there. He's pummeling, trying to pummel with Tony Atlas. But wait a minute, the arms of Tony Atlas are raising up. Look at the ball.
Oh, he reversed it.
He's got a bear hug on Tony Atlas. A bear hug of his own. Polish power going through. Look at the face of Tony Atlas right now. Wrestling fans, we have to take a break. We'll be back with this championship matchup right after this. Ivan Putski. He is on the offense right now against Tony Atlas. Look at that. Boston Bad Boy giving encouragement to Tony Atlas, giving him a new game plan.
This has been nip and tuck all the way. I mean, Tony looking for timeout. He's not going to get any timeout from Ivan Putski.
The Polish power is running wild on International World Class Championship Wrestling against Tony Atlas. The title is on the line. Big right hand. Look at those Polish power hammers right to the side of the head of Tony Atlas right now.
Well, like I said earlier, Tim, this is definitely Madison Square Garden. I mean, this match is something you would expect to see only at Madison Square Garden, and it's all for the gold, so no one's going to give up anything here.
Wait, did you see that, Mario? Look at that! But he was sucker punched by Tony Atlas as the referee held back the arm of Ivan Putski.
Bad move by the referee. He should get between him, should never interfere with the wrestler's moves.
Look at that. Look at the Boston Bad Boy giving a few cheap shots.
Nice
Ivan Putski ducks under. And look at that. Wild punches goes Ivan Putski, and down goes Tony Atlas.
Let me tell you something.
Big
this
right
could
hand.
Be it right here.
Big right hand to the side of the head. Tony Atlas
there
off the rope.
The
Polish hammer. Tony Atlas is down. Ivan Putski goes over for the cover. 1, 2. Boston Bad Boy right there to put the foot on the rope with Tony Atlas. That's why the Boston Bad Boy shouldn't be around ringside. We would add a new ICW champ right now if it wasn't for the Boston Bad Boy, Tony Rumble.
He should not be playing here right now. Putski should go right to work. See, I tell you, see, Boston Bad Boy's got Putski where he wants him. Putski should be over there. Atlas is down. That count could have been 62.
Look at that. The big man is the Boston Bad Boy taking his jacket off.
Come on, he's antagonizing Putski right now, but look at Atlas behind him.
Right behind him. Wait a minute. Oh, double shot to the back of the neck of Ivan Putski. The Boston Bad Boy's plan worked. He distracted Ivan Putski. Look at this.
Tony Atlas right now is...
What's happening? Wait
a minute.
The
ref off. I mean, he's choking Putski up on it. They got him caught on the top rope.
Do you believe it?
I don't believe that what they're doing here.
Ivan Putski's being choked on the top rope.
They better get some help from
Boston Bad Boy and Tony Atlas are choking the Polish power. Ivan Putski, he's being choked.
Look at the Bad Boy with his legs. He's pulling down so the pressure is flush up against his neck. Atlas is holding him up. They are choking him.
Mario, Ivan's eyes are rolling in the back of his head.
I'm telling you, he's in bad trouble. Look at his arm.
His whole body is
Look at his mouth. Look at his whole body coming out of his mouth. He's down. Here
comes his son, Scott. I don't believe what just happened with Ivan Putski and Tony Atlas.
This is unbelievable.
I don't believe what
Look at Atlas. They don't even want to go near Scott and Ivan. No, Ivan is down. Ivan is hurt. He's hurt bad.
His father.
Look at Scott looking over, but he's not going to leave his father. He's not going to leave his father.
Coming up next, a very special message from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, and there you see Scott Putsky helping his father, Ivan Putsky.
Well, Ivan's just starting to move right now. I mean, this man is seriously hurt.
I don't believe what the Boston Bad Boy and Tony Atlas did to the Polish power, Ivan Putsky. They hung him on the top rope.
Let's go to a replay here. Let's take a look at what actually happened here. Right here, you see the Bad Boy, and Tony Atlas is posing. Bad move by Tony Atlas. Right here, he did have Ivan Putsky in a great position. But again, like so many wrestlers, they just get too confident, and they don't know what to do and when to do it. And that's where Tony Rumble has been very, very effective in the rise of Tony Atlas, because he controls him. You see here, right here, Boston Bad Boy is actually yelling out every move to Tony Atlas. Now look at this. Here's that bear hug. I mean, look at the arms on Tony Atlas. Now Putsky here is fighting for dear life here right now. I mean, the wind's out of him, but there's that Polish power. He's just not going to give up. Ivan Putsky's been known to take such pain that is unbelievable. For his size, pound for pound, he'll go in there with anyone. Now watch what Ivan does here. Ivan here sees a little leverage because of the height of Tony Atlas. He's trying to get his arms through Tony Atlas, because if you see, Tony Atlas's bear hug has slid down. Once Tony, because Tony's tired here too, once Putsky could get his arms underneath Tony's, he knew he had the opportunity to reverse this bear hug. And watch, he makes it all happen, and the Bad Boy realizes it. Look at him. Look at the Bad Boy on the outside. He knows that Tony Atlas was maybe a little bit too confident, but watch the experience of Tony Atlas. With that tape on his arm, he raked the eyes of Ivan Putsky. Now here again, he's getting some help from his manager. He's whispering in his ear. He's telling him what to do and how to do it. And Putsky, maybe a little bit too hesitant there. Should have come right on him. The heck with the manager. You're only wrestling. Look at Atlas trying to go timeout, and he's not going to get timeout.
Hey, you're right, Mario. And Boston Bad Boy was a big influence in this matchup for the ICW title. Still around the waist of Tony Atlas right now. Look at this right here. Headlock, side headlock. And good left hands to the forehead. Good, another right hand. Out of the view of the referee. Referee saying, but open hand, and Putsky saying, yeah, I'm using
Well,
the
you
open
see, the
hand.
referee warned him here about the open hand. What I didn't like about this match, now watch this as it comes up, right there. The referee had no right. He could warn him, should get between them, push him apart. But the referee gave the advantage to Atlas. Now look at Tony
the Boston
Rumble
Bad
right
Boy
there.
outside
We
the ring.
can't see what he's doing, but I know he's punching him or doing something. I mean, look at this. Now here comes Polish power. Now I'm telling you, at this point, Tim, I would have bet my last dollar we had a new champion. No one gets up
Great
from
Polish
this
hammer right there.
And he goes for the
with
cover.
Ivan
Now watch
Putsky.
where the Boston Bad Boy saves his champion. Puts his foot on here. Again, the referee, I think I would have continued that count. I don't know.
Boston Bad Boy using the rope, as you said
well,
earlier.
but you see here now, why is Putsky playing with Atlas? He should have drug him right back in the ring and pinned him. This guy could have counted 100. Look at Atlas is still down. But watch what the Boston Bad Boy does best. Antagonizes Ivan Putsky. Ivan has forgotten all about Tony Atlas. Look behind Putsky. Atlas is coming to his feet. He comes behind him. And boy, oh boy, once he nails him, he
Double
takes...
axe handle to the back of the head.
He takes Putsky by total surprise. And like I think it was said earlier,
Wait a minute.
where
Now
you're
look at
saying
this.
that
He
he's
pulls the referee
choking.
right out of the way.
Well, exactly.
The referee is out. They can do anything they want right now. They've got Ivan Putsky by the legs. They're choking him on the top.
They're
rope.
not choking him. They're hanging him. They're hanging Ivan Putsky here right now. That's not a choking. That's a hanging. And remember earlier, Boston Bad Boy said this could be his retirement party. He went for what he wanted to go for.
Wrestling fans, I've seen enough of this. We're going to check on Ivan Putsky's condition and have an update for you next week on International World Class Championship Wrestling.